State of Michigan, 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Christina B. Kennedy. During proceedings, there should be no driving, smoking, eating, drinking, sleeping, or laying down. Do not start your video or mute your device unless the court instructs you to do so. And if there's anything that you need to do that you don't want the rest of the world to see, please walk away from the camera quietly. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, y'all.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Judge Christina V. Kennedy, and I'll preside over the docket for courtroom 433 this afternoon. Hear me? If so, can you give me a thumbs up sign? Okay, good. All right. Sometimes we have audio issues. All right. We have a very heavy docket. I do want to thank you all for your patience as we got everyone checked in. Madam Clerk has divided the docket into 3 different groups. I am going to call those groups, I'll call each case in each group. I'm going to call all groups at one time. Please don't say anything until I have called every case in my group. I do have 2 dismissals. I'm going to call those first. Before I start though, I just want to reiterate Officer Wallace's instruction that if there's anything that you don't want the rest of the world to see you doing, you please make sure you have turned your device camera off or completely stepped away from your device. We are streaming these proceedings live over YouTube. That means that anybody in the world can join us and see you. So if you need to do something like use the restroom or change your clothes or anything that will cause embarrassment, please make sure you turn your camera off or completely step away from your device before you do so. Okay. Now calling case number 24347-440. This is CHN Affordable Housing Services, LLC versus Homes of Houston Whittier. CHN Affordable Housing Services, LLC, Homes of Houston Whittier versus Inetta Varnado and all occupants of 13934 Houston Whittier in the city of Detroit. This matter is before the court on a complaint for non-payment of rent. Can I also, also calling case number 24347-437. This is CHN Affordable Housing Services, LLC versus Alexis McGillery and all occupants of 4151 Springle in the city of Detroit. This matter is before the court on a complaint for non-payment of rent. Can I have plaintiff's counsel place your appearance on the record for these 2 cases?
Hello, Your Honor. Christina Jacuzzi on behalf of the plaintiff, P86326.
Thank you. All right. Good afternoon to you, Attorney Kuzi. For defendant, I'm told that there are 2 defendants checked in on this matter. No? One second. All right, we're back on the record. Sorry about that. Okay, so I think there's 1 defendant. Is Inetta Varnado or any occupant of 13934 Houston Whittier present? So make your presence known now.
That's me.
Good afternoon. What's your name, ma'am?
Inetta Varnado.
Okay, Ms. Varnado, you're the defendant on this complaint for non-payment of rent.
Yes.
This is for case ending in 440. I have a notice of dismissal by plaintiff in the file. Attorney Kuzi, is it still your client's intention to dismiss this matter?
Yes, Your Honor. Tenant has moved out.
Okay, Ms. Varnado, Attorney Kuzi is moving to dismiss based on the fact that you have vacated. Do you have any reason to object to the court dismissing this matter?
No.
Okay, the court is going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. So you're at another address, is that correct?
Not really. I'm staying with different relatives.
Are you still receiving the mail that goes to this house?
I'm having problems getting the mail. I can give you my P.O. box number.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to send you a chat. Please respond to the chat that I just sent you. It's a direct chat with your address. Do you know how to do that?
I'm trying.
Or your PO box number.
Okay, I see it. It say tap here to chat. Okay, now just send it.
Okay, that's the PO box.
Yes.
All right, I have it. And we will mail it out to your PO box.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. You are free to log off. Have a good day.
You too. How do I get out of here?
No problem, Madam Clerk. Make sure you mail it to I wrote in her PO box. Okay. All right. For matter ending in 437 is Alexis McGillery or any occupant of 4151 Springle present.
Yes, I'm here.
Please state your name.
Alexis McGillery.
All right, Ms. McGillery, you're the defendant on this complaint for non-payment of rent. There is a notice of dismissal by plaintiff in the file. Attorney Kuzi, is it still your client's intention to dismiss this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's the reason?
No, Your Honor.
1 second. Attorney Kuzi, what's the reason?
I believe there's not, you were just advised to dismiss the matter, Your Honor.
Okay,
No, Your Honor.
ma'am, Ms. McGillery, please, who's speaking? I need to see who's talking, so please turn your camera on.
I'm the property manager. And I spoke to Ms.
Okay.
McGillery in regards to this. What I'll do is I'll refile her because it was
Yeah.
too late to make any changes. The reason I don't have my camera on is because I turned upside down.
I see that. What's your name?
Elonda Razor.
Your Honor, if we could pass on this matter and I'll speak to my client and then come back on the record for this one.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll pass on this one for now.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, which one was that? 437. What's the one that I just dismissed, Madam Clerk? 440. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to call my first set of cases. Please listen out for your name, address, or case number. Please do not say anything until I've called all of the cases in this group. And then I will ask for plaintiff's counsel's appearance. And then I'll ask for defendant's appearance or defendant's name. At that time, please turn on your camera, unmute yourself and state your name. If you called in on the telephone, please dial *6 to unmute. All right, now calling case number 24341-987. This is Marjan Bibashani versus all occupants of 14275 Young Street in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347-348, Sharon Jones versus Andre Moore and all occupants of 5528 Lakewood in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347-379, Sabrina McCaskill versus Joe Parker and all occupants of 19250 Charest in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347-412, Save on Energy LLC versus William Redding and Dakia Harden and all other occupants of 20227 Pelkey in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347-433, CHN Affordable Housing Services LLC versus Perlene Bell and all other occupants of 13144 August in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347-435, CHN Affordable Housing Services LLC versus Trust Gordon and all other occupants of 8700 East Forest in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347-436, CHN Affordable Housing Services LLC versus Felicia Lofton and all other occupants of 9012 Rones Street in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347-438. This is CHN Affordable Housing Services LLC, Nortown Homes 1 versus Ashley Payne and all other occupants of 9035 McClellan in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347-439. CHN Affordable Housing Services LLC versus Larry Smith and all other occupants of 4142 Crane in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347-441. CHN Affordable Housing Services LLC, Nortown Homes 1 versus Leon Wright and all other occupants of 9006 Holcomb in the city of Detroit. And finally, for this group of cases, calling case number 24347-461. This is Gabriel Management LLC versus Mia Hardy and all occupants of 4821 University Place in the city of Detroit. These matters are before the court on complaints for non-payment of rent as well as complaints to recover possession of property. Today is the date and time scheduled for a first hearing to take place in these cases. Pursuant to Michigan Supreme Court Administrative Order 2020-17, all first hearings are to be adjourned. Therefore, these matters will be adjourned to a new date. Ladies and gentlemen, please write this information down. The next court hearing for these matters will be held on June 28th, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. Again, June 28th at 8:30 a.m. That is the next time that the court will call the cases that I just called. These cases will be held in person down at the 36th District Court. And so you need to come down to 36th District Court on June 28th at 8:30 a.m. I am in courtroom 433. The courthouse is located at 421 Madison in downtown Detroit. And so we will see you all here on June 28th in person. Plaintiffs, please bring with you to the next court date. If the documents are not already in the file, I need you to bring a copy of the following documents with you to court. I need a copy of the property deed. I need a copy of the lease agreement. I need a complete proof of service. If rent is an issue, I need a copy of the most up-to-date rental ledger. And if there's a property management agreement in place, I need a copy of that as well. Failure to provide those documents at the next court hearing can result in dismissal of the case. So again, plaintiffs, please make sure you bring with you a copy of the deed, the lease agreement, the completed proof of service, the most up-to-date rental ledger, and any property management agreement that is in place. Defendants, you have the, if you have any evidence that supports your defense, please reduce it to paper and bring it to court with you on June 28th at 8:30 a.m. Specifically, I am speaking of photographs or rental receipts. Please don't bring your phone in here and ask me to look at it. I don't feel comfortable scrolling through people's cell phones, nor can I put your cell phone in the file as evidence. So if you have evidence that you want me to see, I need physical evidence. I need paper, okay? Defendants, you have the right to be represented by an attorney. If you choose, you can either hire your own attorney or you can speak to the agency attorneys that are logged in to this Zoom session today. They are here to provide you, the defendant tenants, with legal advice for the day with the potential of them taking on your case to represent you throughout the close of these proceedings, and that will be free of charge to you. At the end of your hearing, I am going to ask that you be transferred into a breakout room. If you are logged in via a tablet or a smartphone or something with a screen, you'll receive a prompt come across your screen. Please tap the screen prompt. It will take you into the breakout room. If you called in, you don't have to worry about doing anything. You will be transferred automatically. Either way, once you get into the breakout room, you'll be in there by yourself. Please have patience. You won't be able to hear or see what's going on in this session, in the main session, and we in the main session won't be able to hear or see what's going on with you in the breakout room. That's so you can have a private conversation with the attorney. Again, I ask you to have patience. We have a lot of people on the docket today. We only have so many attorneys, and they're going to make their way into each breakout room one by one. Please don't start pressing buttons. Please don't come back out into the main session unless the attorney tells you to do so. And please don't raise your hand. It will just distract me and slow us down, okay? After you're done speaking with the attorney, you are free to log off, but I will see everybody back here on June 28th at 8:30 a.m. in courtroom 433. If you're logged in via a tablet or a smartphone, you can go into the Zoom chat. Madam Clerk, just type that information into the Zoom chat so you can screenshot it if you'd like to. Otherwise, please write it down. And the court will mail notice, but in case it gets lost, I just like to make sure everybody has the next court date. All right. With that being said, for matter ending in 348, is the plaintiff Sharon Jones present? If so, please make your presence known now.
Present.
Please state your name.
Sharon Marie Jones.
Good afternoon to you, Ms. Jones. You are the plaintiff in this matter. Is the defendant, Andre Moore, or any occupant of 5528 Lakewood present? Madam Clerk has indicated that the defendant failed to check in on this matter. However, there is a proof of service in the file. And so the court is going to proceed with this complaint to recover possession of property. This first hearing will be adjourned to a subsequent hearing to take place on the date that I just provided on the record. That's June 28th at 8:30 a.m. That'll be in person in courtroom 433. Ms. Jones, I will see you on that date. Please bring any documents that I mentioned that is not in the file. I don't see a deed in the file. Yeah, so please make sure you bring those documents with you to court on June 28th. You are free to log off. The court will mail notice to the defendant and you as well. That concludes matter ending in 348. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. For matter ending in 987, is plaintiff's counsel present? That would be Attorney Landau. Is anyone here for Marjan Bibashani? Madam Clerk indicated that the plaintiff failed to check in. What about the defendant? Is there anyone here who lives at 14275 Young Street? Madam Clerk has indicated that the defendant failed to check in. There is a notice of dismissal by plaintiff that was submitted by Attorney Landau. It was signed May 24th, 2024. This matter has been adjourned several times, starting with the first hearing back in February. And so the court is going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. I have the order in front of me and I'm signing it now. That concludes matter ending in 987. That was from the 135 docket, by the way. All right, for matter ending in 379, is the plaintiff present? Sabrina McCaskill? Or plaintiff?
Yes, I'm representing her. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. How are you, counsel?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, can you place your appearance on the record?
Edward Taylor, P57166, appearing on behalf of Miss Sabrina McCaskill.
Okay, thank you. Is your client here today in the
No,
Zoom?
Your Honor. No.
All right,
no.
thank you. What about the defendant, Joe Parker, or any occupant of 19250 Charest? If you're present, please make your presence known now.
I'm here.
Good afternoon. Please state your name.
Joe Parker.
All right, Mr. Parker, you're the defendant on this. This is a complaint to recover possession of property. Did you get the information about the next court date, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, I will see you here on June 28th at 8:30 a.m. Attorney Taylor, please make sure you have the documents. I see the deed in the file. So I'll see you all back here on the 28th of June. Can I have someone transfer Joe Parker into a breakout room? Mr. Parker, just tap the prompt. It'll take you into the room, okay? Thank you, Attorney Taylor. Have a good day. That concludes the matter ending in 379.
Take care, Your Honor. Bye.
Thank you. You too. All right, for matter ending in 412, is plaintiff's counsel present for Save On Energy LLC?
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. Sam Jarboe appearing on behalf of the plaintiff in this matter.
Good afternoon. Is the defendant William Redding or Dakia Harden or any occupant of 20227 Pelkey present? Madam Clerk has indicated that the defendants failed to check in. Attorney Jarboe, I don't have a proof of service in the file. Were the defendants served?
No, Your Honor, we haven't received the filed summons complaint back, so the court probably just wants to treat this as a non-first hearing. It's adjourned for a first hearing.
Okay, so we will adjourn this matter to, let me just double check. June 25th, 2024 at 1:35 p.m. Okay?
Great, thank you.
I'll
Have a
see
good
you on
day.
that. Thank you. That'll be via Zoom.
Great, thank you.
All right, thanks. Have a good day. That concludes matter ending in 412. All right. All right, excuse me. For matters ending in 433, 435, 436, 438, 439, 441. Those matters, can I have plaintiff's counsel place your appearance on the record?
Hello, Your Honor. Sandra Guzzi on behalf of plaintiff.
Thank you. Hello again. For matter ending in 433, is Perlene Bell or any occupant of 13144 August present? Please dial *6 and state your name. Okay, thank you, Madam Clerk. All right, I'm told that the plaintiff is present. Can I have the plaintiff place your name on the record?
Sandra Guzzi on behalf of the plaintiff.
Do you have a representative here from the plaintiff, Attorney Cruz? Or did she leave?
She did leave.
All right. Defendant Perlene Bell, please dial *6 and state your name. All right, I'm gonna come back to this one. I'll pass on this one. For matter ending in 435, is trust. Okay, this is 433. Perlene Bell, good afternoon to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
You're the defendant. This is a complaint for non-payment of rent. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll see you on June 28th in the morning in courtroom 433. Can I have someone transfer Perlene Bell? Ms. Bell, you're on a telephone, so you don't have to do anything. You're going to be transferred automatically, okay?
Okay.
All right, have a good day. That concludes matter ending in 433. For matter ending in 435, is Trust Gordon or any occupant of 8700 East Forest present? Madam Clerk has indicated that the defendant failed to check in. There's a proof of service in the file, and so the court will proceed with this first hearing on this complaint for non-payment of rent. This matter will be adjourned to a subsequent hearing to take place on June 28th, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. in person in courtroom 433. The court will mail notice, as with all of the cases today. If the defendant logs in today before we end this Zoom session, the defendant will have an opportunity to speak to counsel. That concludes the matter ending in 435. For matter ending in 436 is Felicia Lofton or any occupant of 9012 Rome's present. If so, make your presence known now, please.
Alicia Lofton present.
Good afternoon to you, Ms. Lofton. You're the defendant on a complaint for non-payment of rent. Did you get the information about the next court hearing?
Yes.
Okay, we'll see you on the 28th at 8:30. Can I have someone transfer Ms. Lofton into a breakout room? Ms. Lofton, please just follow the prompt when it comes across your screen. Thank you. Have a good day. That concludes the matter ending in 436. For matter ending in 438 is Ashley Payne or any occupant of 9035 McClellan present.
Yes, Ashley Payne.
Okay, good afternoon to you, Ms. Payne. Did you get the information on the next court date?
Yes, I did.
All right, and you're the defendant on a complaint for non-payment of rent, by the way. You are on a device, and so you will receive a prompt. We'll see you on the 28th at 8:30. Can I have someone transfer Ashley Payne into a breakout room? Just follow the prompt.
Thank
That
you.
concludes, you're welcome. Have a good day. That concludes matter ending
You
in
too.
438. Thank you. For matter ending in 439 is Larry Smith or any occupant of 4142 Crane present. Larry Smith. Is he here? Is he on the phone? He's not here now. Okay, Madam Clerk indicated that the defendant was present. I didn't see him. So for my purposes, he's not here because he's not responding. However, there's a proof of service in the file. And so the court will proceed with this first hearing on a complaint for non-payment of rent. The matter will be adjourned to a subsequent hearing on the date and time stated before. The court will mail notice. That concludes matter ending in 439. For matter ending in 441 is Leon Wright or any occupant of 9006 Holcomb present. Please unmute yourself. Leon Wright, I see you. Let me send you a prompt to unmute yourself. Okay, I just sent you a prompt.
How you doing?
Good afternoon. I'm good, thank you. Can you state your name for the court reporter?
Leon Wright.
All right, good afternoon to you, Mr. Wright. You're the defendant on a complaint for non-payment of rent. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes, I did.
All right, so we'll see you in person on the 28th of June. Can I have someone transfer Leon Wright into a breakout room? Mr. Wright, just tap the prompt when it comes across your screen. Have a good day. That concludes the matter ending in 441. Thank you. For matter ending in 461, for Gabriel Management LLC, can I have plaintiff's counsel place your appearance on the record?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. William Colbert appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you, Attorney Colbert. For the defendant, is anyone here on behalf, or is Mia Hardy or any occupant of 4821 University Place present? Please dial *6.
I'm here.
Okay, good afternoon. Please state your name.
Mia Hardy.
Ms. Hardy, you are the defendant on a complaint for non-payment of rent. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll see you on the 28th of June at 8:30 a.m. You're on a telephone, and so you're about to be transferred automatically. Have a good day.
Okay.
Thank you. That concludes the matter ending in 461. All right. That is the end of my first, oh wait, no, it's not. Going back to matter ending in 437, Attorney Kuzi, are you dismissing this matter?
No, Your Honor, we will be withdrawing our dismissal and requesting that we proceed with this matter.
Okay, Ms. McGillery, are you still here? This is for matter ending. Okay, thank you. This is for matter ending in 437. Ms. McGillery, did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll see you on the 28th of June at 8:30 a.m. in person. Can I have someone transfer Alexis McGillery into a breakout room? That concludes the matter ending in 437. Ms. McGillery, just follow the prompts.
Okay.
Have a good one. All right. What is that, 461? All right. I am moving on to my next group of cases. I have the letter, please. Thank you. All right. Uh-oh. Wait a minute now. Let me look at this calendar. Okay, if I can swing that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please listen out for your name, address, or case number. Please do not say anything until I've called all of the cases in this stack of files that I have now. I'll let you know when I'm at the end. I'll ask that the plaintiff's counsel place his or her appearance on the record, and then I'll ask the defendant to state their name and or appearance. At that time, please unmute yourself, turn on your camera and state your name or dial *6 if you're on the telephone. All right, now calling case number 24347462, Westgate Terrace Apartments LLC versus Brittany Brooks and all occupants of 14193 Dale Street in the city of Detroit. This matter, oh, nope, sorry. Also calling case number 24347463. This is Westgate Terrace Apartments LLC versus Sylvette Campbell and all occupants of 14180 Dale Street in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347464, Westgate Terrace Apartments LLC versus Anthony Sykes and all occupants of 14162 Riverview Street in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347465, Westgate Terrace Apartments LLC versus Samuel Bates and all occupants of 14050 Riverview Street in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347466, Village Square Apartments versus Deshaun Thornton, and all occupants of 10725 Santa Maria, Apartment 9 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347467, Village Square Apartments versus Dejanay Wagner, and all occupants of 10703 Santa Maria, Apartment 36 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347468, 20539 Southfield LLC, Silverside Management LLC versus Jimmy Maki Hardy and all occupants of 20539 Southfield, number 210 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347469, 20539 Southfield LLC, Silverside Management LLC versus Yvette Hudson and all occupants of 20541 Southfield, number 109 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347470, Gabriel Management LLC versus Tomasa Curry and all occupants of 19338 Murray Hill Street in the city of Detroit. Calling case number 24347471, Gabriel Management LLC versus Ishante Reedus and all occupants of 16110 East Burn Street in the city of Detroit. Calling case number 24347472, Gabriel Management LLC versus all occupants of 14141 Fence Street, Unit 5 in the city of Detroit. And finally, for this group of cases, calling case number 24347473, Gabriel Management LLC versus Latitia Washington, Gloria Jack, and all occupants of 13700 LaSalle Boulevard, number 5, in the city of Detroit. These matters are before the court on complaints to recover possession of property, as well as complaints for non-payment of rent. Pursuant to Michigan Supreme Court Administrative Order 2020-17, all first hearings are to be adjourned. Therefore, these matters will be adjourned to a new court date. Ladies and gentlemen, please write this information down. The next court case for the matters that I just called will be held on July 2nd, 2024. July 2nd, 2024 is the next time the court will call the cases that I just called. These matters will be heard in person. And so you need to come down to the 36th District Court on July 2nd at 8:30 a.m. I am in courtroom 433 and the court is located at 421 Madison in downtown Detroit. If you're logged in via a tablet or a smartphone or anything with the screen, you should be able to go into the Zoom chat. Madam Clerk just typed the information about the next court hearing into that Zoom chat. You can screenshot it if you'd like. Otherwise, please write the information down. Although the court will mail notices, I'd just like to be sure that everybody got the information for the next court date. All right. At the next court date, plaintiffs, you are to bring the following documents: a copy of the deed, a copy of the lease agreement. If rent is an issue, I need a copy of the most up-to-date rental ledger. I need a completed proof of service. And if there is a property management agreement in place, I need a copy of that as well. Failure to provide those documents at the next court date could result in dismissal of your case. So please make sure you bring those documents with you to court unless you know that they are already in the file. Defendants, you are to bring with you any evidence that substantiate your defense, such as payment receipts or photographs. If you do bring those that evidence to court, it needs to be on paper. Please don't bring a cell phone and ask me to look at it, because I can't put the cell phone in the file. And I just really don't like, I don't like people touching my phones. I don't feel comfortable touching other people's phones. So please make sure you bring whatever evidence you have to support your defense reduced to paper. Defendants, you have the right to be represented by an attorney if you so choose. You can either hire your own attorney or you can speak to the attorneys that are logged in today from Lakeshore Legal Services. They are here to provide you, the defendant tenants, with legal advice for the day, with the potential of them taking on your case to represent you throughout the close of these proceedings. And that will be free of charge to you. Following your court hearing today, I will ask that you be transferred into a breakout room. If you are logged in via a tablet or a smartphone, you will receive a prompt come across your screen. Please tap the prompt. It will take you into the breakout room. If you're on a telephone, you don't have to worry about doing anything. Your transfer will be automatic. Once you get into the breakout room, you won't be able to hear or see what's going on in this main session. And we in the main session will not be able to see or hear what's going on with you in the breakout room. That is so that you can have a conversation, a private conversation with the attorney. Please, once you get into the room, please have patience. We have a lot of defendants today, a lot of cases, period. And so we only have so many defense attorneys. And so I ask that you don't start raising your hand or coming back out into the main session unprompted, or, what else? Just please have patience and stay in the breakout room, okay? Once you're done speaking with the attorney, you're free to log off, but please make sure you come back to court on July 2nd, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. in person in courtroom 433. Plaintiffs, if you don't come to court on that date, your case will be dismissed. Defendants, if you don't come to court on that date, a default judgment will be entered against you. So please make sure you come to court in person, timely, please. With all of that being said, I believe all of the cases I have are represented by one attorney. Can I have plaintiff's counsel place your appearance on the record?
Good afternoon once again, Your Honor. William Colaberic, P4966, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you, Attorney Colaberic. For matter ending in 462 is Brittany Brooks or any occupant of 14193 Dell Street present? If so, please make your presence known.
Yes, I'm here.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
Brianna Brooks.
It's Brianna Brooks. Okay. They have you as Brittany Brooks. Do you have a sister or somebody else named
that's
Brittany
my
Brooks?
sister. Yes. Yes,
Okay.
that's my sister. We're both on the list.
Okay, thank you. All right, Ms. Brooks, you are the defendant, one of the defendants in this case. This is a complaint to recover possession of property. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes.
Okay, well, we'll see you on July 2nd at 8:30 in courtroom 433. I'm about to have you transferred. Please follow the prompt. It'll take you into the breakout room. Have a good day. That concludes the matter ending in 462. Thank you.
You too. Thank you.
All right. For matter ending in 463 is Sylvette Campbell or any occupant of 14180 Dale Street present. Madam Clerk has indicated that the defendant failed to check in. Attorney Colaberic, your office is doing something a little different with the proofs of service here. I think this is a proof of service. It looks like there was a mailing by plaintiff. Let's see here.
Your Honor, posting.
Yes.
Unfortunately, our process server passed away last week, so we have a different process server doing it now.
Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that. Was
Thank
that a 36th District Court officer?
No, it was someone else that we had used.
Oh, I'm sorry.
you.
Okay. My condolences to you and your office and the family of the officer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so let's see here. It says the copy of the summons and complaint must be served on the defendant by mail. I see that there's a certificate of mailing by plaintiff. It was signed by someone on May 22nd, but it also says that unless the court does the mailing and keeps a record, the plaintiff must perfect the mail service by attaching a postal receipt to the proof of service. So I do see is this a postal receipt?
Your Honor, we did do it via posting as well. That was on.
Oh,
May
you did?
23rd. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, well, that'll make it easier on me. When was it posted?
May 25th, Your Honor.
May 25th posted. Okay, I'll write that on the file. All right, the court will rely on your representation and adjourn this first hearing to a subsequent hearing to take place on July 2nd, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. in courtroom 433. The court will mail notice. That concludes matter ending in 463. For matter ending in 464, Anthony Sykes or any occupant of 14162 Riverview Street, are you present? Madam Clerk indicated that this defendant did not check in. Attorney Colaberg, was this defendant served?
Yes, Your Honor. That was also via posting on May 25th.
Posted May 25th. And so the court will rely on that representation from you and conduct this first hearing and adjourn this matter to a subsequent hearing to take place on July 2nd of this year at 8:30 a.m. in person in 433. The court will mail notice. That concludes the matter ending in 464. The matter ending in 465 is Samuel Bates or any occupant of 14050 Riverview Street present.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Please state your name.
Samuel Bates.
All right, Mr. Bates, you are the defendant on this complaint to recover possession of property. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll see you on July 2nd at 8:30 a.m. Can I have someone transfer Mr. Bates into a breakout room? Mr. Bates, you'll receive a prompt. Please tap your screen and have a good day.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. That concludes the matter ending in 465. For matter ending in 466 is Deshaun Thornton or any occupant of 10725 Santa Maria, apartment 9 present. Madam Clerk indicated that the defendant failed to check in. Attorney Colaberg, was this process posted as well?
Yes, Your Honor. That was also May 25th, Your Honor.
All right, I'll note that on the file and proceed with this first hearing, which will be adjourned to a subsequent hearing on July 2nd, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. in person. The court will mail notice. That concludes the matter ending in 466. For matter ending in 467 is Dejanay Wagner or any occupant of 10703 Santa Maria, apartment 36 present.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Please state your name.
Good afternoon. My name is Dejanay Wagner.
Okay, Ms. Wagner, you are the defendant on a complaint to recover possession of property. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes, I did.
All right, so we'll see you on July 2nd at 8:30 in the morning in courtroom 433. Can I have someone transfer Ms. Wagner into a breakout room? That concludes the matter ending in 467. Ms. Wagner, just tap the screen when you get the prompt. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. For matter ending in 468 is, sorry if I messed this up, Jimmy Kamaki Hardy or any occupant of 20539 Southfield number 210 present. Madam Clerk indicated that the defendant failed to check in on this matter. Attorney Colaberg, was this service posted?
Yes, Your Honor. That is well on May 25th.
All right, I'll note that in the file, posted on May 25th. And relying on your assertion as an officer of the court, we will proceed with this first hearing on this complaint for non-payment of rent. The matter will be adjourned to a subsequent hearing to take place on July 2nd of this year at 8:30 a.m. in courtroom 433. The court will mail notice. That concludes the matter ending in 468. For matter ending in 469 is Yvette Hudson, excuse me, or any occupant of 20541 Southfield number 109 present.
Present.
Good afternoon. Please state your name.
Yvette Hudson. Good afternoon.
Thank you. Ms. Hudson, you are the defendant on this complaint for non-payment of rent. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll see you on July 2nd at 8:30 in the morning. Can I have someone transfer Ms. Hudson into a breakout room? Ms. Hudson, just follow the prompt. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes matter ending in 469. For matter ending in 470, is Tamasa Curry or any occupant of 19338 Murray Hill present? Madam Clerk has indicated that this defendant failed to check in. Attorney Colaberic, was this defendant served by posting?
Yes, Your Honor, that too was on May 25th.
All right, I'll note the file, posted May 25th. And this first hearing will be adjourned to a subsequent hearing to take place on July 2nd at 8:30 a.m. The court will mail notice. That concludes the matter ending in 470. For matter ending in 471 is Ishante Reedus or any occupant of 16110 East Burn Street present. Madam Clerk has indicated that this defendant failed to check in. Attorney Colaberic, was this defendant served?
Yes, Your Honor, that was via posting on May 25th.
All right, I will note that for the file. And relying on your representation, the court will proceed with this first hearing, which will be adjourned to a subsequent hearing to take place on July 2nd, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. in courtroom 433. The court will mail notice. That concludes matter ending in 471. For matter ending in 472 is any occupant of 14141 Fence Street, Unit 5 present. Madam Clerk indicated that the defendant failed to check in on this matter. Attorney Colaberic, was this defendant served?
Yes, Your Honor, via posting on May 25th, Your Honor.
All right, I am noting the file. And relying on that, the court is going to adjourn this first hearing to July 2nd, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. The court will mail notice. That concludes the matter ending in 472. For matter ending in 473 is Latidia Washington, Gloria Jack, or any occupant of 13700 LaSalle, number 5 present.
I'm here.
Good afternoon. Please state your name.
Latidia Washington.
Okay, Ms. Washington, you are the defendant on a complaint for non-payment of rent. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we will see you on July 2nd at 8:30 in the morning in courtroom 433. Can I have someone transfer Latidia Washington into a breakout room? Ms. Washington, just follow the prompt when it comes across your screen. Have a good day. That concludes the matter ending in 473. All right, I think that's it for you, Attorney Norsegian. Have a great afternoon. Attorney Colaberic, have a great afternoon. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my docket and I'm moving on to the next case. Sorry about that.
Your Honor. Thank you. Have one.
All right. You too. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Moving on to the last group of cases for the afternoon. As with the other cases, please just listen out for your name, address, or case number. Please don't say anything until I call all of the cases in the group. And you will know when I'm done because I'll let you know. Now calling case number 24347-485, Great Lakes Property Management versus Earl O'Neill and all occupants of 11982 Dutchess in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347-486, Open Doors Property Management Incorporated versus Anidra Jackson and all other occupants of 12217 Auburn Street in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347-487, BGPBMI Holdings LLC versus all occupants of 8092 East Lance in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347-495, Boydell Development Company Incorporated versus Alexis Green and all occupants of 2566 East Grand Boulevard, number 308 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347-496, Boydell Development Company Incorporated versus Christopher Lindsay and all occupants of 727 West Grand Boulevard, number 120 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347-497. This is Boydell Development Company Incorporated versus Danielle Shields and all occupants of 727 West Grand Boulevard, number 211 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347-498, Boydell Development Company Incorporated versus Jeffrey Williams and all occupants of 1915 Westport, number 308 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347-499, Boydell Development Company Incorporated versus Brianna Bates and all occupants of 1652 Westport, number 106 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24347-500, Boydell Development Company Incorporated versus Keith Tolbert and all occupants of 1652 Westport, number 120 in the city of Detroit. Also calling case number 24346-204. This is actually from my (1:45 p.m. docket. And again, this is 24346-204, Homes of Detroit LLC versus William Meredith IV and all occupants of 14514 Granville Avenue in the city of Detroit. This is a complaint for possession after land contract forfeiture. The other matters that I called are before the court on complaints to recover possession of property and complaints for non-payment of rent for matters ending in these matters are scheduled for a first hearing pursuant to Michigan Supreme Court Administrative Order 2020-17. All first hearings are to be adjourned. Therefore, these matters will be adjourned to a new court date. For all of the cases that I just called, the next court date for these hearings will be July 5th. Ooh, Madam Clerk, hold on one second now. Let me look at this calendar. Hi, let's see here. Madam Clerk. Okay, all right, strike that. The next court date will be July 9th, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. Okay, July 9th, 2024 is the next time the court will call these cases, the cases that I just called, July 9th at 8:30 a.m. The cases will be held in person at the 36th District Court, which is located in 421 Madison in downtown Detroit. I am in courtroom 433, and so everyone needs to report in person to courtroom 433 on July 9th, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. Madam Clerk did just type that information into the Zoom chat, so if you're logged in via a smartphone or a tablet, you can go into that chat and screenshot the information. She did also type the correction. So everybody make sure you write down or just record July 9th as the next court date, okay? The court will mail notice, but I do just like to make sure everybody has the information for the next court date. All right. Plaintiffs, please bring with you to the next court date the following documentation: a copy of the property deed, a copy of the lease agreement. If rent is at issue, a copy of the most up-to-date rental ledger, a copy of the completed proof of service. And if there's a property management agreement, I need a copy of that as well. Failure to provide those documents at the next court date, if they are not already in the file, could result in dismissal of your case. So please, plaintiffs, make sure you bring copies of those documents to the next court date. Defendants, if you have any evidence that supports your defense, please bring it to the next court date, but please make sure you reduce it to paper. I cannot put your cell phone in the file, and I don't like scrolling through people's cell phones. And so, you know, if you have pictures or rental receipts, put them to paper and bring them with you to the next court date. Defendants, you have the right to be represented by an attorney if you so choose. You can either hire your own attorney or you can speak to the agency attorneys that are logged in today. They are here to provide you, the defendant tenants, with legal advice for the day, with the potential of them taking on your case to represent you throughout the close of these proceedings, and that will be free of charge to you. At the end of today's hearing, I will ask that you be transferred into a breakout room. If you're logged in via a smartphone or a tablet or anything with the screen, you will receive a prompt come across your screen. Please tap your screen. It'll take you into the breakout room. If you called in on the telephone, meaning you actually dialed numbers to get into this Zoom session today, you don't have to worry about receiving a prompt. You don't have to do anything. You'll be automatically transferred, okay? Either way, once you get into the breakout room, you'll be in there by yourself for a little while. I ask that you have patience. We have a lot of cases. We had a lot of defendants log in today. We only have so many defense attorneys. And so, it's going to take a little while for the defense attorneys to make their way into each breakout room one by one. So please don't start pressing buttons, raising your hands, or coming back out into the main session unless they've asked you to do that. That will just slow me down. And once you're done speaking with the attorney, you're free to log off. Just please make sure you come to court on July 9th at 8:30 a.m. Okay? Plaintiffs, if you do not show up on July 9th, your case will be dismissed. Defendants, if you don't show up on July 9th at 8:30, a default judgment will be entered against you. So please, everybody, make sure you come to court on July 9th at 8:30 a.m. With that being said, for matters ending in 485, 486, and 487, can I have plaintiff's counsel place your appearance on the record? Madam Clerk has indicated that the plaintiff's attorney did not check in today. Is there anyone here from Great Lakes Property Management? All right. Is the defendant on matter ending in 485 present? Earl O'Neill or any occupant of 11982 Duchess? Are you present? If so, please make your presence known now.
Yeah, I'm here.
Good afternoon. Please state your name.
Earl O'Neill.
All right, Mr. O'Neill, you're the defendant on a complaint to recover possession of property. Did you get the information about the next court date?
July 9th, what time?
July 9th at 8:30 a.m. in person in courtroom 433.
Okay.
Okay. The court will mail notice as well. I'm about to have you be transferred, sir. Please tap the prompt when it comes across your screen. Can I have someone transfer Earl O'Neill into a breakout room? Have a good day, Mr. O'Neill.
All right, thank you. You too.
Thank you. That concludes the matter ending in 485. For matter ending in 486 is Anidra Jackson or any occupant of 12217 Auburn Street present. Please dial *6.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
Anidra Jackson.
Okay, Ms. Jackson, you're the defendant on a complaint for non-payment of rent. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes, I did.
Okay, we'll see you on July 9th at 8:30 a.m. in courtroom 433. You are on a phone. Your transfer will be automatic, ma'am. Can I have someone transfer Ms. Jackson into a breakout room? Have a good day. That concludes matter ending in 486. Thank you. For matter ending in 487, is there anyone here who lives at 8092 East Lance? Madam Clerk indicated that the defendant failed to check in. There is no proof of service in this file. I will check our court's register of actions to see if a proof of service was filed. That just didn't make it to the physical file today. And the register of actions does not reflect that a proof of service has been filed. Attorney Norsegian is not present to let us know whether the defendant was served or not, and the defendant is not here. And so the court is going to adjourn this matter to a technical first hearing, which will take place on June 25th, 2024 at 1:35 p.m. and that will be via Zoom. That concludes this matter. All right. For matters ending in 495, 496, 497, 498, 499, and 500, can I have plaintiff's counsel place your appearance on the record?
Peggy Madden, P 39308 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you, Attorney Madden. For matter ending in 495 is Alexis Green or any occupant of 2566 East Grand Boulevard, number 308 present.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Please state your name.
Alexis Green.
Okay, Ms. Green, you are the defendant on a complaint for non-payment of rent. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll see you here on July 9th at 8:30 in courtroom 433. Can I have someone transfer Alexis Green into a breakout room? Ms. Green, please follow the prompt. Have a good day. That concludes the matter ending in 495. For matter ending in 496 is Christopher Lindsay or any occupant of 727 West Grand Boulevard, number 120 present. Please unmute yourself down the phone.
Present.
Thank you. What's your name?
Christopher Lindsay.
All right, Mr. Lindsay, you are the defendant on a complaint for non-payment of rent. Did you get the information about the next court date?
July 9th, 8:30.
That's correct, in person. We'll see you on that date, and at that time, can I have someone transfer Mr. Lindsay into a breakout room? Please follow the prompt, Mr. Lindsay. That concludes the matter ending in 496. Have a good day.
You too, thank you.
Thank you. For matter ending in 497 is Danielle Shields or any occupant of 727 West Grand Boulevard, number 211 present. Madam Clerk has indicated that the defendant failed to check in. There is a proof of service in the file, and so the court is going to proceed with this complaint for non-payment of rent. This first hearing will be adjourned to a subsequent hearing to take place on July 9th, 2024 at 8:30 a.m. in courtroom 433. The court will mail notice. That concludes the matter ending in 497. For matter ending in 498 is Jeffrey Williams or any occupant of 1915 West Fort, number 308 present.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Please state your name.
Jeffrey Williams.
All right, Mr. Williams, you are the defendant on a complaint for non-payment of rent. Mr. Williams, did you get the information about the next court date?
I believe it's July 9th, 8:30 a.m., courtroom number 433.
That's correct, in person. All right, we'll see you on that date and at that time. Can I have someone transfer Mr. Williams? Mr. Williams, you're on the phone. Your transfer will be automatic. Have a good day.
All right.
Thank you. That concludes the matter ending in 498. For matter ending in 499 is Brianna Bates or any occupant of 1652 West Fort, number 106 present.
Yes.
Please state your name.
Reynard Anderson.
Mr. Anderson, do you reside at 1652 West Fort, number 106?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Anderson, you're the defendant or a defendant on this complaint for non-payment of rent. Did you get the information about the next court date?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you on July 9th at 8:30 in the morning in person in 433. Can I have someone transfer Reynard Anderson into a breakout room? Have a good day, Mr. Anderson. Please follow the prompt. That concludes the matter ending in 499. Thank you. For matter ending in 500 is Keith Tolbert or any occupant of 1652 West Fort, number 120 present. Madam Clerk indicated that the defendant logged off. I never saw him. For my purposes, he's not present. There is a proof of service in the file, and so the court will proceed with this complaint for non-payment of rent. This is a first hearing that will be adjourned to a subsequent hearing to take place on July 9th of this year at 8:30 a.m. in courtroom 433. The court will mail notice to both parties. That concludes the matter ending in 500. Thank you, Attorney Madden. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. For matter ending in 204, is there anyone here for Homes of Detroit? Attorney Saman, are you?
Yes. Afternoon, Your Honor. William Saman on behalf of the plaintiff, 80352.
Good afternoon to you, Attorney Saman. Is William Meredith IV or any occupant of 14514 Granville Avenue present? Madam Clerk has indicated that this defendant failed to check in. Attorney Saman, I have an order for alternate service that I signed on May 9th, 2024. Were you able to serve the defendant?
Let's see, Your Honor. Let's see. Yes, I was, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes, that service was done on May 17th, 2024 by Tacking and Fixing and Certified Mail.
All right, posting and certified mail.
Correct.
All right, I'll rely on your representation as an officer of the court that the defendant was properly served. And please make sure you bring the proofs of service to court with you. The matter will be adjourned to a subsequent hearing to take place on July 9th, 2024. I'll schedule this one for 8:45 a.m.
Thank you very
And the
much, Your Honor.
court will mail notice. Thank you. The court will mail notice. Have a good day. That concludes the matter ending in 2:04.
You too.
All right, we have someone still logged in. Did you talk to this person?
Hi, Your Honor.
Can you turn your camera on? Oh, are you with the agency?
No, I have a case that was supposed to be happening today at 1:30.
Can you turn your camera on, ma'am? What's your name?
1 second. I'm trying to. Can you see me, ma'am?
No, it's dark, but whatever, it's fine. What's your case number?
Case number is 243-47514. The address is 17132 Green Lawn Avenue, Detroit, Michigan 48821.
Okay, you're in the wrong courtroom, ma'am. You should have logged into Judge Reagan Evans's courtroom. What is her 431? Her courtroom number is 431. So you need to log out of this Zoom session and log into the Zoom session for 360-431-0000.
Okay, thank you.
What's your name again?
I am with Hard Currency. Me and my husband. My husband's name is Israel Howard, and I am Brianna Ponce.
Israel Howard. And no, what's your name? I'm sorry. Brianna.
Brianna, Breonna. Last name Pouncy.
Pouncy. I only ask in case because they may be done by now. I know Judge Evans runs a tight ship. So if she's not, if you try to log in and they don't, if the Zoom session is shut down, I will let Judge Evans know, but you also might need to call the courtroom. Let me see. Oh man, what is Judge Evans's courtroom? 2297. Okay, so if you don't get into the Zoom, you need to dial 313-965-2297 to get your next court date. Okay.
That was 313-965.
Yes, 2297.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
You as well.
All right. There are 2 people in the waiting room at the They are the same day. Who is that? I don't see that person. I hope not. Somebody did have one before. I have my finger on the remove button just in case. Please identify yourself, the person who just came into this session. Andre Moore. Andre Moore, please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Hi, what courtroom are you trying to log into, sir?
Mrs. Honorable Kennedy's, I was due at 1:30, but I got off of work late, so I was just trying to check in to see what all I had to do to make sure I just didn't, sign up for my show call.
Oh, okay, I see you. You were the very first case. Can I have 348? Yes.
Thank you for seeing me.
No problem. Okay, Mr. Moore.
to make sure you have my contact information.
You're breaking up, Mr. Moore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn your camera off so you can have more bandwidth because you weren't breaking up before. All right. So Mr. Moore, your date, your next court date is 28th. All right. This was the first hearing that was conducted today, and all first hearings are adjourned pursuant to Michigan Supreme Court Administrative Order 2020-17. And so your case was adjourned to June 28th at 8:30 a.m. and that'll be in person. So you need to come down to 36th District Court in person on June 28th at 8:30. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Understood. Thank you so much,
All
Your
right.
Honor.
So you need to come to courtroom 433. That's where I'm at. Also, defendants have the right to be represented by an attorney if defendants so choose. You can either hire your own attorney or you can speak to the agency attorneys. And we have agency attorneys available to speak with defendants today to give free legal advice with the potential of them taking on your case to represent you throughout the close of these proceedings. All right. So I'm going to ask that you be transferred into a breakout room so that you can speak to an agency attorney today. Okay.
Thank you so much for your time, Your Honor. I appreciate it, and I apologize for being late.
No problem.
Thank you. See you in 20.
You made it just in time. Okay. Can I have someone transfer Mr. Moore into a breakout room? Thank you. Just follow the prompt when it comes across your screen, Mr. Moore. Okay, there we go. All right, and that concludes the docket for courtroom 433 for today, which is Tuesday, May 28th, 2024. Thank you to the agency attorneys. Thank you to the litigants, to the plaintiffs' counsel, and thank you to my court staff. Court is adjourned.